Hello, everyone. Welcome to the third episode of the Invincible Talks. I'm Neelam Kumar, your host and the author of this book. So, why Invincible Talks? Well, this is my tiny effort to dispel the grimness of the pandemic with some sunshine, positivity, courage, and most importantly, hope. Keeping short attention spans in mind, I always try to keep my invincible talks short and powerful. There are no sob stories here, just brave, hope-filled ones from real-life heroes who jump out of the pages of my book and come here to share precious life lessons with us. So, friends, have you ever faced society's judgmental stare? Have you been bullied? Have you been laughed at? Usually, uh, with jokes cracked at your expense for something you have no control over, like physical qualities. Because if you have, many people either crumble or they grow up with permanent scars on their personalities. But guess what? Not our guest tonight, not our adversity fighter, Jhumar Mathrani. Jhumar Mathrani was born with a condition called achronoplasia or dwarfism. And she has bravely battled everything that came in her way and standing at a height of 4 feet 2 inches, she has created a list of achievements so tall that today she can say, you don't have to be tall to stand tall. So, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to our adversity fighter, the invincible Jhumar Matrani. Welcome, Jhumar. We can't hear you.
Thank you, ma'am, for having me, and a very good evening to you and to all our wonderful viewers. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for coming on this show. And as it happens, we are twinning together in the same color. So that's so wonderful. But you know why I wore such bright colors and especially sunflowers? Because every time I see you online, I feel you are a spot of sunshine. And I
Oh,
always
lovely.
relate you to a sunflower because you're
Thank you.
always smiling, always exuding joy and positivity. So, this episode is dedicated totally to your positivity.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so much
much, ma'am.
for coming.
Thank you.
So, Jhumar, you are a total pure dynamite. In your life, you have battled and crushed so many difficulties that came in your way. Uh, I want to ask you two things.
Okay.
Can you tell me about um, some achievements, your achievements, which I'm
Right.
really interested in, and also whether you were born with this fighter spirit or did you cultivate it along the way?
Right, ma'am. So, what I would say is, I have definitely cultivated along the way. In fact, I am still cultivating it. It's an ongoing process. Daily new battles, daily new challenges. I realized that I look different when I was in first, second standard. And fortunately, and huge thanks to my parents who always gave me surroundings where I didn't feel or was uncomfortable except when I had to step out at the public places, the market, and the restaurants, where I had to face some uncomfortable stare and bullying at times. So my parents ensured that I get a protective environment, but they also pushed me to be out of the shell. So it
Yeah.
was balance of both, ma'am. So real life experiences and exposure made me real strong. It gave me confidence to be really who I am. And so, yeah, I learned ropes during my school days. And after my schooling and my graduation from Bhopal, I went to UK for my MBA program.
And you lived there alone, my darling?
Absolutely, ma'am. I
Wow.
thoroughly enjoyed my 1 year there. I was completely on my own. I gained great exposure and it made me realize my interest for traveling. So it was like, boss, abhi to duniya ghumni hai.
Yeah, yeah. True, true, true.
Yeah.
So wonderful.
And after doing my MBA, I came back to Mumbai. I joined a corporate industry in hospitality domain. I immersed myself in work, audits, and corporate trainings. So after 12 years of non-stop corporate journey, ma'am, I realized my passion for training because I was always a people person.
Of
So
course.
I wanted to be out there, share the gyan, help people in developing their potential and skills. And it's been 4 years. I am on my own, a solopreneur by my venture called Mindworks Consulting. So yeah,
Wow.
I'm thoroughly enjoying the journey and it's making me stronger day by day and helping me in becoming who I am. So yeah, it took me time to not let any external circumstances or situation affect me because I realized the more I be my way, things gonna happen that way. So
That's
yeah,
wonderful, wonderful. But since this is a very heart-to-heart chat,
right, ma'am.
so Jhumar, I would like to ask you. Growing up, there must have been very some soul-searing moments.
Yeah,
Um, because growing up in a society that considers a certain height to be normal
right, ma'am.
must have been difficult. So, would you mind sharing some of those experiences with us, please?
I would absolutely like to share it because it might help someone who would need this. So, as being a vertically challenged, just standing 4 feet 2 inches, the biggest difficulty I have faced or I still face is a stare, a non-stop stare, which specifically happens at public places. I get stare from children, from wackos. At times, it has been instances that I have been teased and made fun of as well.
Oh my
So,
God.
like, ma'am, people have approached me and asked me, Ki, how come you are short? Or why do you look different? So, initially, I really used to get hurt and discomfort. I still remember there have been instances in market that I used to hide behind my mother, unka dupatta leke, just to hide my tears because they were staring at me and making me very uncomfortable.
Oh my
So,
God.
there had been that situation. But as I grew up and I gained some confidence, my response then to those certain situations had become like, okay, ab main kya batau why I'm so short? Probably because I was in such a hurry कि I didn't allow God to that time to completely manufacture me. So I was in such a hurry to come on this beautiful planet. मैम
Oh,
आप ऐसे जवाब का ऐसे प्रश्नों का ऐसे ही जवाब फिर दे पाते हो.
oh.
And surprisingly, ma'am, at times I'm shocked when an educated people or people with good mindset approach. I remember at a corporate life, initially I was approached by an executive who asked me कि झूमर were you born like this और बाद में कुछ तुम्हें हुआ था तो
Oh my,
मैम अब मैं क्या बताऊँ ये कहाँ से आते हैं ऐसे लोग so
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. Well, Jhumar, I don't know. On behalf of all those who have ever hurt you, I beg forgiveness because they are the ones who are not normal, I
Right,
feel.
right. Yeah,
So,
normal I would say from here. Then
so, let us forgive them because they know no
absolutely,
better. And I'm
absolutely.
sorry for all these insensitive and unkind remarks, very cruel remarks,
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
really, really sorry for that.
yeah.
But Jhumar, I have another very interesting question that I wanted to ask you. Even when I was doing my interview for the book with you, I could not ask you. Uh,
Okay.
Jhumar, you are a very pretty girl and very accomplished, very highly accomplished. So, have you never thought of ever settling down? And are you not on any dating or matrimonial sites? And if you are, what has been your experience? Are people kind and sensitive to people who look different according to
Right.
their yardstick?
Right, right. Ma'am, just like any, I would not say a normal, but a regular norm height person, I do also have desires and feelings to settle down. Why not?
Yes.
I have been on couple of online dating and matrimonial sites, but ma'am, I have realized it that they are made such that you judge a person on the basis of their images, photos, and appearances. So it's basically a swipe right and a swipe left culture. With
I
such an ease of technology nowadays and a comfort zone a person is in, people hardly take any efforts or want to give time to know someone out there beyond their appearances कि एक बार चलो थोड़ी बात तो कर लें इनसे इनको समझ तो लें. So
yeah.
probably not just looking here but looking here. It's as simple as that. So in my case, some really wanted to know me. They came to me, approached me, and we had a good chat and everything. Though I have never been on a quality dating, but I did made good friends. And some people have like, okay, left, they swipe left. So in fact, they made a place for the right person to come in always. Well, anyways, I'm blessed with lovely friends, ma'am. So I would definitely like to be a person who has a beautiful vibe, who is very positive, who has a nice smile, and indeed, we all are sure the world is filled with such beautiful people. So, koi bhi jahan bhi hai, I am open.
That's
Do
so
come
lovely.
forward, and I am open to chat and interact and know you more.
How lovely is that? You know, Jhumar,
Yeah,
it has always been my prayer, my dream, and my wish for you that you find the right person to settle down with.
thank you
The
so much,
right,
ma'am.
the right meaning who can make you happier than you already are. Because you are
Absolutely,
already independent, you're
absolutely.
already happy. So a union of two people
Yes,
should make you happier.
right, right,
Miserable.
right.
So if there are any eligible bachelors there, please be man enough to step forward and you know who to approach. You have this wonderful human being who
Right.
can make any person really, really happy.
Ma'am,
So
that's really kind of you to say this. Thank you.
kind, not kind. I think people have to look beyond
Yeah,
standards, you know, that beyond yardsticks that they set
yeah,
for
yeah,
themselves.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, Jhumar, with that, I want to ask you another question. You have been abroad. I
Right,
I have done my master's in journalism from the US.
right.
Do you think our society is equipped to cater to people with special needs?
Ma'am, I would say it's getting better and better though. The awareness is coming and seeping in people, whether it's in the public sector or it's in private sector. I would like to share here an incident. I still remember around 2, 3 years ago at a networking event in a very five-star property, the breakfast buffet was late.
Mm,
So I am being an independent, would like to enjoy breakfast on my own, take on my plate, serve myself, sit on a table and enjoy the meal
sure.
and do a networking simultaneously. But I realized that there the breakfast tables were pretty tall.
Yeah.
So if I stand 4 feet 2, so the tables were nearly 4 feet 5 inches. So just imagine. So I had to call the manager and take his help, though he was very kind enough. He helped me with the food on my plate. But see, if I say I am an independent, it's such hiccups. It's just being considerate. If it was taken care of, thought of, I need not had to face this problem.
I
I'm
understand.
also saying this on behalf of people who are on wheelchair.
Yes.
So the accessibility, yes, has to be thought of.
Yes.
So basically for me, I face a challenge where there are high benches, high stools in bar or lounges. So accessibility to the things kept at height is a real challenge for me.
So, what are the
And
changes you would like in
so
society?
yeah, so to make the society, the sector more inclusive,
Yes.
They little bit need to be sensitive for the people with special needs somewhere. Basically having the right from a proper ramps to having a proper pedestrian paths, elevators, washrooms, signages, or in fact, I can understand with certain constraints, everything cannot be incorporated. A person available and being very proactive to provide that kind of support. So it's everybody's responsibility to be considerate, come up with those ideas and execution for making places more inclusive for everyone.
I totally agree. We are getting there.
We
I
are
hope
definitely
we
there.
do get there. But in the meantime, to all those people who are watching this, in a world where we can be anything, please let us be kind.
Yeah,
Please
yeah,
let us
yeah,
be sensitive. Yeah.
yeah,
And especially, the pandemic has thrown up so many issues. And the least we can do is to be kind to other people. We
yeah,
can't
yeah.
offer anything else because there's too much grimness around.
Right.
Let's spread this kind of sunshine,
Sunshine everywhere.
like Jhumar Matrani. So,
Ma'am, thank you.
Jhumar, I want to ask you, uh, because you are actually a sheer package of awesomeness. What is your formula for becoming invincible?
Okay. So everyone is invincible somewhere, ma'am. They just need to realize and unleash the power within. Believe in yourself always and be yourself always. Be original. And do not get affected by other people's opinions about you, and do not get affected by own failures. Go on and show up daily, and always carry a heart of gratitude. And ma'am, very important thing, read I Am Invincible by Invincible Neelam Kumar, which comprises 13 tales of grit, courage, and survival. It's very much available on Amazon and Flipkart.
Thank you so much. Jhumar, you have made such a beautiful pitch on, guess what, April 23rd, which is World Book Day. So
Wow.
thank you for making such a beautiful recommendation for my book, I'm Invincible. But I want to summarize what you said. I think I have it right. Let me remember. You said that to be invincible, we need to unleash the power within. That's
Yeah,
number one. The
right.
second thing you said is we need to
Believe.
believe in ourselves. The third you said is don't get affected by failures. That's very important because people crumble under failures. And,
Absolutely.
and most important, have a heart of gratitude.
Yeah.
But you forgot to mention one beautiful quality you have, and that is of having humor
Yeah.
in every situation. I've never
Absolutely.
seen you, actually, I've never seen you with a grumpy face. So you हंसकर सब कुछ टाल देती हो, so that is such a beautiful quality.
Thank you. People do say humor with humor.
They do? Okay, so I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
Jhumar, you have filled us with so much of positivity.
Thank
We
you.
are empowered now to fight against every limitation that we have. Please stay blessed, stay invincible. Thank you for coming on my show and making it so beautiful tonight. Stay
Thank you, ma'am, for making me a part of this, your beautiful book. So, everyone, please stay safe, take care, and keep smiling always. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Jhumar. And for the viewers, I have a very special message. Next week is going to be very close to my heart and to yours because I bring to you the invincible Jan Jaswal, who has had 10 heart attacks and a heart and a kidney transplant. I bring him from the US on April 28th. And on April 30th, guess who I get? His donor family. They are Mexicans. They cannot speak English, but their daughter Zaira can. And they are coming here on April 30th. straight from California to talk to you. Zaira will tell us why she decided to donate her beloved father's heart to Jung Jaswal. And guess what she calls him now? Bade Papa. So, friends, join in, same time, same place, and get your vaccine of invincibility. Thank you so very much. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.